Hello friends, welcome to Boot Logics.
Welcome back. Continuing our journey with Python programming, let's take a look at what programming actually is. To understand what is programming, let's understand what is a program. A computer program is just a sequence of steps or instructions for the computer to follow. By writing a program, we tell the computer about what to do in a step-by-step manner. These steps are also known as commands or statements in computer languages. So, we can say that art of programming is the whole process of writing programs. That also includes all the other processes that we saw in previous session, like editing, debugging, executing, testing, etc. Programmers around the world have different ways of writing the same program. Different programmers apply different logics to solve same kind of problems. Just as similar problems can have different solutions. Same programs can be written using different logics. We will learn various kinds of logics or coding patterns in our programming journey with Python language. Python program can be easily understood by comparing the language parts with a natural language like English. Just like English language comprise of various elements like alphabets from A to Z, words formed by using these alphabets, sentences formed by using words and grammar, paragraphs with sentences, and different types of compositions, elements of Python language are named differently, but have similar meaning. Python character set, keywords or reserved words formed using characters from this character set, Python statements, syntax for writing correct statements, functions and programs. We will now look at these individual programming elements of Python language in details, and then switch to PyCharm for practical sessions. The Python character set is the smallest unit of program that Python interpreter can identify. It is a predefined set of characters and symbols which can be recognized by Python interpreter. The character set comprises of all the capital and small alphabets, digits from 0 to 9, special characters like space, plus, minus, asterisk, slash, etc. It also includes white space characters like blank space, tab, carriage return, and form feed. It also consists of other characters from ACII and Unicode character sets. Python keywords or reserved words are predefined words in Python language that have a specific meaning to the interpreter or the Python language translator. Keywords cannot be used in other places in Python programs to define identifiers, functions, etc. There are 35 keywords in Python as of now, and the list of keywords keeps on updating with major updates of Python language. Python keywords are case-sensitive and are written in lowercase letters. Except for the three keywords true, false and none that have first letter in capital case. We can easily get list of all Python keywords by displaying KW list. Unlike English language, that comprise of thousands of words in its dictionary or vocabulary, programming languages have very limited keywords or reserved words. Here is the list of 35 Python keywords as of now. This list keeps updating with time. Have a look. Let's now understand about Python statements. A Python language statement is an instruction that the interpreter can follow or execute and show the output on screen. Statement is a written line of code in Python, following correct grammar or syntax of Python language, that can be recognized by the interpreter for language translation. Statements in Python is end with new line, and each and every statement is to be written in a separate line. There are various types of statements in Python like assignment statement, conditional statement, looping statement, etc. Python language supports the use of multi-line statement by using escape sequence, so we can write a single long statement in different lines by using the escape sequence character. As we learned earlier that Python is a case-sensitive programming language, and so, different Python statements written in different case letters are identified differently by the interpreter and accordingly translated. We will learn about correct syntax, functions, and writing successful programs in Python as we continue our journey of Python programming. Python identifier is any user-defined name given by programmers while keywords are predefined. In other words, identifier is a name given to entities like variables, functions, classes, and so on. Different entities must have different identifier names that help us to differentiate one entity from another. Identifier name must begin with any lowercase or uppercase letter or the underscore, and then it may contain digits, but it cannot begin with a digit. Identifiers are case-sensitive, and same identifier names in lowercase and uppercase are different. Special characters like @ $, %, etc. are not allowed as identifier names. We cannot use keywords as identifiers as they have special meaning and are predefined. Length of an identifier has no limits and it can be of any length. This is a list of various valid and invalid identifiers for Python language. Please take a look. A variable in Python language is an identifier that holds data values in random access memory. In other words, it can be defined as a name for a memory location that is used to store values of different types. Values can be numeric, alphanumeric, Boolean, etc. Using variables, we can perform various types of mathematical calculations or other processes like arithmetic, logical, and so on the values stored in variables. Python language does not have variable definition statement. Type for a variable is automatically defined when we use assignment statement to store value into the variable. And we can even change type of variable later, anywhere in a Python program. Since variables are identifiers for memory locations, we must follow all conventions or rules set for naming of identifiers that we learned just now. Two or more variables with same name, but different case letters are different. In fact, all identifiers in Python act the same way. A variable name should be meaningful for us so that we are able to maintain the Python program easily afterwards. For example, if we need to use a variable to store age of a person, variable name with age should be preferred name over simply using a stored value of a variable can be changed at any point during program execution. To store a value in a variable, assignment statement is used. How to do it, that we will see in a while. Stored value in a variable can be used in further statements of different types. So, now let us learn about how to store values into variables in Python language and how to check the current value and perform some basic operations on the variable. First, let's start by loading the Python IDE in script mode, and we will be writing single-line statements using Python shell prompt. Let's assume a variable for storing roll number of any student. For this purpose, we can define a variable by the name of R, but we should prefer using better and meaningful names. So, let's take the variable name as roll_number and assign the value of roll number as 5 by using the assignment statement. To write the assignment statement, we first write the name of the variable, followed by equal to sign, and then the value which we want to assign to this variable. Now to check the value, whether it is stored or not, we just have to write name of the variable and hit enter. As you can see that the variable roll number in fact has the value of roll number stored as 5 in memory. Now, we can use the value of this roll number for performing different arithmetic, logical, and other operations. So, let us say that you want to print the next roll number. We can add 1 to the value of roll number that will display the next roll number, As you can see, the value is displayed as 6. This is done by accessing the value of roll number, which is 5, and adding the constant value 1 to it, which gives us the result as 6. Here the value of roll number does not change and remains as 5. We can check again by typing roll number and press enter. So, as you can see, the value of roll number remains to be 5. It is only used in the expression by adding 1 and displaying the result, but the original value of roll number remains the same. That's all for today, friends. See you in the next video. Till then, take care. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment down.